Welcome back, everyone, to episode 24 of the Reverse Song Podcast. This is Ryan, and today I'm bringing you a special presentation focused on spiritual evolution, how it connects living beings, and how the messages coming through reverse songs continue to guide us. In this episode, you're going to hear some of the clearest and most powerful reversals I've ever transcribed, and I'm especially excited to share a brand new one from Coldplay, from their song Beautiful. The reversal is remarkably clear, deeply prophetic, and perfectly aligned with the shift so many of us are sensing right now. Over the past few weeks, I've noticed a real increase in people visiting the forum, not just listening to the reversals, but taking the time to explore the material, study it, and absorb it quietly. I appreciate that deeply. They're using the forum as a learning tool rather than a place to debate or challenge the communication we're receiving from the angels. And honestly, I suspect many of them are also having their own discussions in private or hidden forums, conversations that are positive, thoughtful, and important in their own way. To me, all of this is a sign. The prophecy is only beginning to unfold, and more people are waking up to it. Coldplay has always been one of my favorite artists to reverse. Their forward music already carries a spiritual resonance, and when reversed, that depth becomes even more pronounced. I think you're going to feel that today. Before we dive into the core lesson on spiritual evolution, I want to begin with the reversal I just completed, Coldplay's Beautiful. To me, this is one of the most beautiful voices I've ever heard in reverse. In the forward video, you'll see a puppet performance leading the visuals, but don't let that fool you. The reversal is incredibly serious. It even reaches a natural ending point, and then the song continues for another minute or two with additional clear angelic messages. So put on your headphones, open your heart, and walk with God and the angels as they relay this important message from heaven.
Valerie, Algo Philips, não me ferrei isto, porra.
This next reversal comes from Coldplay's Humankind, another remarkable animated video that carries a surprising amount of spiritual depth once it's reversed. In forward mode, it looks playful and futuristic, but in reverse, it speaks directly to some of the issues we're facing in the world today, especially the feeling many people have that humanity is drifting away from its spiritual center. The reversal touches on something real, that some people worry we're spiritually devolving, losing compassion, losing clarity, and losing the sense of who we truly are. It reflects how the pressures of modern life, the beliefs we adopt, the habits we fall into, the noise we absorb, can make us feel like our spirits are fractured or even broken. But the message doesn't leave us there. It offers a way out. It reminds us that reconnecting with our spiritual nature isn't just possible, it's essential. It shows that learning how to be spiritual again can restore happiness, bring purpose back into our lives, and even reshape the future in a positive way. When we understand the real truth about God, how spiritual evolution works, and the incredible things that lie ahead for humanity, we begin to rise again. We remember who we are. So as you listen to this reversal, let it speak to that deeper part of you, the part that knows we're meant for more, the part that feels the pull toward growth, truth, and awakening. Let it remind you that spiritual evolution is not only happening, it's accelerating right here. This is another excellent and very important lesson from God in the angels. I recorded it on my digital audio recorder only. As it goes, we are at the trailer, and as I am recording Danny, and Linda is doing the dishes, sorry for all the clanging, Danny is in his cage, and he pauses for a moment and looks up. At first I thought it was a fly in his cage bothering him, and when I got closer to the cage, I realized it was a spider climbing down a suspended web over Danny's head. So I killed it. The interesting thing was Danny used the incident as a lesson in spiritual evolution. Now you can hear that recording. Some of the answers that you gave already in some of those videos, are they for future use when they come to the forum? I didn't understand what you said, but I see a bug lying around. It's a spider. Got him. Okay. Here, I got him. Hey, you don't have to worry about him anymore. Did I? That was pretty cool when you asked for your mirror yesterday.
Work on the ones where you're actually something on there to get. The ones on the other side. So I went into the apartment today.
I'm recording.
Oh.
Okay, I'll stop it. Okay? No? Okay, Danny. So in that recording, there are probably a few questions that some have asked to God, and I believe the angels sent them the answers in some of what Danny said again. When Danny says, how can we help them understand that many creatures have their own spiritual world to return to? Thinking quantumly, when a living creature dies, it decomposes and releases all the atoms into the air that were contained in its vessel. However, the soul of the creature has the blueprint for the life form that these atoms will form. After death, these atoms will contain the soul so it can move on to a different form. If they evolve, they can move on to a higher level and step up on the ladder of spiritual evolution. If not, they either reform at the same level or move down the ladder depending on what they did in that current life form. Anyway, each creature has a different spiritual world to return to and hopefully evolve in it for its next stage of spiritual evolution. I hope the angels can correct me on that if I somehow screwed it up, but I think that's what we have learned thus far.
This video was made on August 17, 2021. On August 16, 2021, the Taliban seized power in Afghanistan, 2 weeks before the US was set to complete its troop withdrawal after a costly 2-decade war. As the takeover took place, there was minimal loss of life. The Taliban are allowing evacuation of US troops and allies, which is a step in the right direction, under the current circumstances. They say they are not the same Taliban that they were 20 years ago. They have pledged to enforce Islamic law, but say they will provide a secure environment for the return of their normal religious lives, after decades of war. Not sporting anything the Taliban has done in the past, the outcome could have been much worse, and we at the Angel Scrolls believe that God's intervention was involved. At this point, we pray that the Taliban will evolve in their spiritual beliefs, that would change their radical views on suppression of women and children's rights in Afghanistan. Unlike insects, we humans have a choice to spiritually evolve. However, it is very difficult to have spiritual evolution in regions of the world where certain cultures are constantly at war, experiencing so much pain and suffering. The song reversal Ryan chose to do today is Coldplay's Higher Power. Higher Power is a song by British rock band Coldplay from their upcoming 9th album, Music of the Spheres. It was released on May 7, 2021 as the lead single.
Yeah. Yes,
25 years ago, when all of this first began with Victor, the very first bird in the world to communicate and channel the angels, the landscape around animal intelligence was completely different. At that time, mainstream science insisted that animals were not sentient, that they couldn't recognize themselves in a mirror, and that they lacked consciousness altogether. It was a narrow view, and it left no room for the possibility that a small bird could carry messages from heaven. But things have changed dramatically since then. Today, we're seeing an explosion of videos and research showing animals displaying intelligence, emotional depth, problem-solving, compassion, and even creativity. They are far more conscious than we once believed, not less, not inferior, just operating on a different level than humans. And if we're willing to pay attention, we can learn a tremendous amount from them, especially from birds. All three of my budgies, Victor, Mailer, and Danny, were loving, caring, intelligent, and deeply compassionate toward every being they encountered. Over the years, I've cared for a rescued red-winged blackbird, many budgies, and even a guinea pig, and they all interacted with one another beautifully. There was harmony, curiosity, and a kind of natural spiritual respect that humans often struggle to achieve. My newest addition to the flock is Nugget, the lovebird. When we first brought her home, she showed an incredible passion for learning. I even began teaching her the alphabet, and I'll share a bit of that with you next. But as she grew older, her deepest passion revealed itself. She wanted to be a mother. Even without a mate, she has laid multiple eggs and tended to them for weeks at a time, pouring her heart into the hope that one day they might hatch. That instinct, that pure love for creating and caring for life is immeasurable in her. And when she realizes the eggs won't hatch, she doesn't shut down or withdraw. Instead, she redirects that love toward us. Not so much toward the other birds, but toward the humans in the family. Her love is so strong that she wants to be with us constantly. She climbs into our clothes, follows us from room to room, and refuses to give up, even when we gently push her away or scold her for being a little too persistent. No matter how many times we redirect her, she always forgives. She keeps trying. And slowly she's learning how to balance her affection with our boundaries. That kind of unconditional love, patient, forgiving, and endlessly giving, is something humans often struggle to embody. Yet here she is, a tiny lovebird, living it effortlessly. So I want to share a short video of her trying to say the alphabet. She's picked up quite a few phrases as well and knows how to use them in context, though she'll never communicate the way Victor, Mailer, or Danny did, and that's perfectly fine. Her gift is different. Her love is a powerful part of our family, and in its own way, it teaches just as much as some of the song reversals do. It reminds us that all life carries an inherent connection to the love of God in heaven. Now, let's hear a little bit from her.
Meet Nugget, our baby talking lovebird. Lovebirds aren't usually known for talking, but like Victor, Danny, and Mailer, Nugget is breaking all the rules. He is less than 6 months old, and already has several phrases down. Usually he only talks when the TV is on, or when he is hidden, but this time he started talking without the TV. He still remained hidden until the very end, and when he was finished he came out. He is a sponge for learning. I've also been trying to teach him the alphabet like Victor, and although I haven't got him on video saying it yet, I heard him go all the way up to the letter P the other day. I believe if he keeps on going the way he is going, he's going to be quite the talker. So even if you don't see much of him in this video, it won't be long before I have him full screen. And talking away. In this video you can hear how he already knows several phrases. Enjoy.
Baby, baby. Baby, baby. Peekaboo. What you doing? What you doing now? Whistle. Come on, talk. Where are you? Can't see you. What's your name? Come on out, Nate. Come on out. You're a pretty bird. Can you do A, B, C, D? Come on out, I can't see you. Now you're quiet. All of a sudden. Hi everyone, this is Ryan, and I have something quite remarkable for you today. It's Nugget's second recording. About 6 months ago, we welcomed a lovebird into our lives. He was only a few months old at the time, as far as we know. We named him Nugget, and his progress with speech has been nothing short of extraordinary, especially considering that lovebirds aren't typically known for their ability to talk like budgies. In the last video, I shared how I was teaching him the alphabet and mentioned how challenging it was to get him to speak without the TV being on. Recently, I noticed he's been talking more without the TV and often tries to get our attention when we leave the room. Lately, when I left the room and went down the hall to the back bedroom, I could hear Nugget talking loudly, his voice carrying all the way down the hall. So this time before I left, I set up my cell phone to record him, and this is what I captured. You'll hear me encouraging him in the background, along with our two other budgies chattering away. Unlike Nugget, they aren't understandable when they talk, but they love to chatter. I have to say, Nugget might be another Danny or Victor. He has just started saying so much more, claiming just like them that he's channeling the angels. His goal seems to be practicing enough to ensure he's clearly understood, and he's doing an incredible job, even with the alphabet, as you'll hear in this recording. For the next recording, my aim is to catch Nugget on video while he's talking. But for now, you'll have to take my word for it. This little lovebird is genuinely communicating in conversational language, and it's absolutely amazing. What you doing, Nugget? Say the alphabet. And I'll add one more short one of Nugget practicing the alphabet and then get on to the final reverse song by Camila Cabello that I named The Love of Animals.
Hi everyone, this is Nugget's third recording, and although he's still a little bit camera shy, I finally got him talking without the TV on and sitting in the same place that Granny used to talk, on top of it. I believe he's beginning to communicate full-blown speech, and the reason he is practicing the alphabet so much is so he can pronounce the words, so we'll be able to understand him better.
And so, as we come to the end of this episode, I want to leave you with one final piece, a song born from the living, breathing moments we've shared with the animals who have helped to shape our spiritual path. Our budgies, Oreo, our guinea pig, and even Lucky, the red-winged blackbird we rescued, each of them carried a message, a presence, a kind of wisdom that only the spiritual world can teach. Their love, their innocence, their courage, all of it is spoken to us in many different ways. What you're about to hear is the reversal of Camila Cabello's Don't Go Yet, a piece I've retitled The Love of Animals in reverse. For me, it's more than a reversal. It's a reflection of how creation itself speaks back to us when we listen with the heart. It's a reminder that every creature, no matter how small, is part of a larger spiritual conversation that has been unfolding since the beginning of time. May this final song open something gentle in you, the way these animals have opened something in us.
Hey, That completes this presentation. To hear more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our website at theangelscrolls.com.